Like the guys that somehow ICE is here to make us safer is complete and utter baloney. They make anything but safe.
The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you?
Unrest now festering across the nation as operations by federal agents are continuing to escalate. Hear why leaders in Oregon are now questioning the public's trust in the government following a shooting involving Customs and Border Protection just a day after the fatal ICE shooting in Minneapolis.
And a new bill extending health care subsidies for 3 years is heading to the Senate after clearing the House.
In our view, the next step is to do what's right for the American people, and John Thune needs to bring the bill to the floor next week for an up or down vote. The tax credits have already expired.
How members of the House were able to vote on the bill despite opposition from GOP leadership, and why some healthcare advocates say the vote is too late.
And the winds are dying down, and now we can look forward to some fairly normal conditions. However, it is very cold out there. We'll talk about just how cold it is with some cold weather alerts for you coming up in just a bit.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, great day.
Good morning. We begin this hour with a live look now at Shasta Dam in Northern California, where things are looking pretty calm right now. And don't worry, those little glimmers you're seeing are probably just the lens there, right? Nothing.
I think so.
Okay, yeah. No astronomical thing happening right now. Just a little bit of lens issue to get your Friday morning going. Good morning. I'm Carl Cook.
And I'm Christina Rodriguez. Liz Gonzalez is off today.
And I'm Justin Willis. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, it is cold out there right now.
Yeah.
We have an alert in effect that you probably want to know about here. Probably going to last tonight as well. So yeah, super cold out there. Going to want to bundle up as you're heading out the door. Otherwise, we got normal temperatures out there for you today. So here's your day planner. Let's get it started with your current conditions. Right now, it is 37 degrees out there. Got a little bit of cloud cover out there for you. And the winds are out of the east-southeast at 5 miles an hour. The dew point's at 34 degrees. And here's the rest of the day. We are not expecting fog this morning. However, there is a very slight chance that we could see some form out there in some parts of the valley. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. There's a slight chance of that happening. But at 10 a.m., we are at 42 degrees. Mostly sunny by then. Whatever we do have will be cleared out by then. And then plenty of sunshine the rest of the way at noon. 49 degrees. And at the end of the day, still clear skies going out there. And a 51 for you at 5 o'clock. And again, calm winds. All right, coming up, cold weather alerts in effect for you. I'll explain in your next Weathermaker coming up.
2 people are in the hospital this morning after being shot by agents from a special operations unit for Customs and Border Protection in Portland, Oregon. The shooting happened yesterday, just a day after a woman was shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, Minnesota. According to Portland police, the 2 people shot include 1 man and 1 woman. And the extent of their injuries right now still remains unclear. According to a statement from the Department of Homeland Security, agents from CBP tried to stop a vehicle with the suspected Tren de Aragua gang member. An agent, quote, fired a defensive shot after the driver allegedly tried to run the agents over. Well, there were no reports that any CBP agents were injured, but Portland Mayor Keith Wilson responded to the administration's description of what happened.
We know what the federal government says happened here. There was a time when we could take them at their word. That time is long past. We're calling on ICE to halt all operations in Portland until a full and independent investigation can take place.
Oregon Governor Tina Kotek echoed the remark in a press conference, further blaming the Trump administration for instigating this incident.
We are all shaken and outraged by another terrible, unnecessary, violent event instigated by the reckless agenda of the Trump administration. This time in our own state, in our largest city, coming just 1 day after the tragedy in Minnesota.
Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield has since announced a formal investigation to determine if the agents acted within their lawful authority. He is now vowing to refer criminal charges to the prosecutor's office if warranted. Now moving to Minnesota, where state investigators say they cannot access evidence in Wednesday's fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good. Minnesota's Bureau of Criminal Apprehension says the U.S. Attorney's Office has barred his office from taking part in this investigation. The agency says a joint investigation with the FBI was originally planned, but the FBI has since informed them it'll lead the investigation alone. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says the state's account is inaccurate because they never had investigative rights.
They have not been cut out. They don't have any jurisdiction in this investigation. Yeah.
And this raises questions about the impartiality in the investigation, since multiple federal officials like Noem and President Trump have already declared that the ICE agent was justified. Many feel the tape tells a different story. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says the state's independent investigators need to be involved in order to ensure that this process is fair.
These are nonpartisan career professionals that have spent years building the trust of the community.
Again, called for many protesters who are on scene or on the ground right now to remain peaceful in the coming days.
Our time's 5:05. Let's get a check of the forecast here and show you what's going on. So that cold front here ushered in some really cold temperatures here for us for our overnight hours here. It's past our area here, but it is dragging in some really cold air. So we've got some 30s going on out there right now up and down the valley, and it's enough for an alert, which I'll show you in a second here. Low pressure here that caused disturbances for us up in the mountains yesterday. That's moved to the east now, and now we have some building high pressure just out to the west of us here, which is going to kind of stabilize things and get things back to normal temperature-wise for us here for at least the next couple days, maybe a little above it here for the weekend here. So, yeah, but very cold overnight. In fact, take a look at these cold weather alerts here. A couple of them going for you. First, for the Central Valley, we have a freeze warning in effect. It's for this morning, but also for tomorrow morning as well. Until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, that is. And you can kind of see it stretches from Merced, Mariposa counties all the way south past well into Kern County there. So we're looking at temperatures there. Some places going to get below freezing, just below it, maybe right at freezing across the valley here for at least through tomorrow morning there. Another cold weather alert for you here. We have an extreme cold warning over along the towards the coastline there. San Benito, Monterey counties there. That one in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. They've got temperatures over there getting down into the mid-20s in some places. And yeah, they're still dealing with a high surf advisory all along the California coastline. You can see it goes down from Santa Barbara County all the way north up past Sonoma County there. You got about 10 to 15 foot waves, so they're starting to back off. Had about 20, 22 foot waves there earlier this week, getting down to about 10 feet in some places there. That's in effect until tonight at 10 o'clock there. And if you're heading south for the weekend, a couple things you need to know about here. Along the Grapevine there into Southern California, we still have some wind alerts going, high wind warning there in a lot of places. That's the yellow shaded areas here. But for the Grapevine, there is a wind advisory. Either way, it's going to be gusty. You're talking about anywhere from 25-mile-an-hour winds all the way up to 60-mile-an-hour gusts, depending where you are. So I want to take it easy there. These advisories are in effect through the weekend if you're going to Southern California. Otherwise, temperatures are looking fairly normal today. We are at 55 today, and then we get a little above it tomorrow with 58 and then 57 on Sunday, and we should see plenty of the sun through the weekend. But the overnight lows, they're staying cold. We are going to be about the mid-30s in Fresno. Some places will be below that, but mid-30s in Fresno through the weekend. Up next, we're going to take a look at the highs and lows across the rest of the San Joaquin Valley for your Friday.
Thank you, Justin. Time now, 5:07, close to 5:08. Lawmakers in the House rallied together to pass a new bill that would extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies. But other hurdles the legislation must now clear to become law. Heartbreak for a Hanford family after their loved one lost his years-long battle with cancer. How they are now leaning on the community for support during their time of need.
The Chuck Chansey Sky Camp, sponsored by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
And a live look now at the Fresno Yosemite International Airport from above our Fox 26 News studio. Time now, 5:08 and 37 degrees right now. You can find new headlines and the weather forecast on your screen all morning long, even through the commercial break.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres of Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.